Mercy. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And that is the kind of tackling we want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rivers. It's incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers.
Whoa!
Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off just shy of midfield. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he's going to be stopped here on his first play as he gets to the line of scrimmage and no more. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Akers. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5.
Here's Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. He is going to have a Rams first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That'll go as a pickup of 8. They'll run this with Akers. And they're out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
From the red zone now. Gone.
I blew that
That's
shit up.
complete to his tight end, Higbee.
Tough.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, well, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now gone. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throwing on third. Goff steps away. He can run for it. And he'll get in the end zone. Touchdown Rams. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead.
Well, they were backed up on third and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
Oh, my God.
That's intercepted.
Hey.
Return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 33-yard line.
Now it's gone. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought
A good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like...
Alright. Alright. Alright.
To play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Out of the gun. Goff. Complete. Jefferson the target. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch. Good for 14 there and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now gone. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
We love to say, get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take this one in for the Rams touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Nothing.
Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. Now a hit.
Oh, my God.
And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. These guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already. Extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And it is now 21-0.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Man. Fucking bullshit. You never see that?
21-0 our score after one.
Hey, man. Damn bullshit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rivers hands this one to Matt. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, Rivers. Rams got it. They bring him down. The number 1 mission of any offensive line.
Yeah.
Protect that quarterback. Keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Here comes Webster. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, here's Gone. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. When I look down, he's kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They just got that play off. Now Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taken by John Johnson. All the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That throw, Charlie, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, gone. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Cup, 51 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36 for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a run with Ejayr. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. That's going to set back 5 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To the end zone, knocked away, incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass. Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And now it's 3rd and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Saves it for a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And they'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. 2nd down and goal. Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And these guys have gone back at the closing stages of the first half.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup. And it will result in a fresh set of downs. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Fielded in the end zone. He's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Off play action to Akers. Here's Goff. He'll buy some time right. trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Got an open man finding Jefferson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. That was special there. They'll run on first down with Akers. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Gone. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a toss, running left, Akers. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Goff now to throw.
Damn, Drew.
They'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
God good.
His kick is good. And that will just have 3-0 lead. It's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. Offense considered a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaching.
And my goodness, another interception.
You won that play.
43.
You won that play, man. Goddamn.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he's thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
But
DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
Yeah,
So Goff off. He'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. There's Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
McGay knocks this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or worse, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Damn. He
On the carry
that
there,
man and he came back around.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
37. Colts, nothing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. Pressure here, and down he goes. Back at the 43-yard line. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It must be the team.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete. Woods, former USC man, the intended target.
If you're a fast
And
ass
3rd
dude,
down.
you're going.
And 9 yards to go.
Yeah, he ain't exactly the fastest.
To throw is Goff. Dancing to his left.
Wow.
This is going to be incomplete. He's out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Pressure gets to him, and down it goes. Back at the 40-yard line. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one. And it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender,
No, man.
and got there and popped it free.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Escaping the pressure right, and able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So a risky move that does not pay off. And Charles, you take it from a defensive perspective, they had to be a little offended there that they even tried to go for it back inside their own 20.
Highly offended. And they took the ball away and gave it to their offense in a great situation. But when you look at this thing in total, when you start taking chances like that, you know what that means? You're going to have to take more chances later, right? When you don't convert, that just means you got to double down on it. So we could see this thing pile up as we go on.
Damn.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Goff. Rolling to his right. And it's complete. Touchdown Rams. Robert Woods from Jared Goff. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And now look at him go. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
He was like, shut out.
Other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10.
Alpha lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. He starts with a give to Akers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they bleed a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff sliding out of the pocket. And boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Damn, that dude is
Another interception. John Johnson with the INT. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little game. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Right back to Brown. A minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
At the Colts 3-yard line.
Throwing now, Goff.
Damn, I fell for that.
It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
He's got a man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. They're winning the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.